Previously on Knights of the Old Republic.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
Naturally.
At your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
Candrass, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a Rakghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
A Promised Land Apprentice Journal. And some antidote kits. Perfect. We did find one of those journals that Rakghoul told us to keep an eye out for. You found the journal of Rakghoul's apprentice near her corpse. You should return to the old man in the outcast village, tell him of her fate, and to deliver the journal to him. Oh, well, that was not as long as I thought it would be. Is that how you came to be down here?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Terrace, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
How can I do it when I have no idea what it is? I mean, I know what it is in the Bible, but come on.
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected
I'm
many
with Karth on
clues
this one.
hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
So, 2 more journals. And you want me to find these?
I have nothing to offer if you help me in this. I hope the knowledge that you are helping the entire village escape a life of darkness and suffering is reward enough.
I'll find them if I come across them.
It is many decades since my father set out on his journey, but I remember he was eager to explore the sewers. You might want to begin your search there. I wish you luck in your quest, Upworlder. The future survival of this village, of my people, depends on you.
Again, I find this hard to believe, but, if it gives me experience points, it's good enough reward for me. Alright, let's venture back out, and head over to...
I saw you talking with Rakghoul. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
What? What?
For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rakghoul ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
What? This dude is scum. You want me to kill Rakghoul? Like, what do you want me to do?
The two explorers who went searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rakghoul's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rakghoul's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me.
Yeah. This is, believe it or not, as awful, and I do mean awful, as this sounds. Why am I tempted to do this? He said money. You know? He did say money. Sounds like a good deal. I'll think about it.
Once you have all 3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
I'm out of here, buddy.
Yeah, okay. You'll come back and see me if you want a deal.
So you're just gonna pay me to... I don't know. We'll have to dwell on this. Alright. I'm going to go this way. And figure out... I think the red guy is supposed to be like a squad leader. How close?
You there?
Okay.
Civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
Try me and I will show you. I'm just here to kill you. Man, as much as it's tempting, how about I don't like your tone?
You're questioning the Sith. How many people do we have to kill before the rest of you learn some respect? Well, I guess it's time for another lesson. Patrol, attack!
Well... Alright, well, I'm down with this. Wow, I am surrounded. But I do have 2 gunslingers behind me. I'm not going to take out the patrol leader. I'm going to pick on the little guys. Carthan Mission, you guys can gang up on the patrol leader. You know? I wasn't going to, like, back... Again, I'm not going to back down from somebody being a jerk, okay? So, here we go. Let's see how this one pans out. Cotton? Well, did that guy just put on an energy shield? I think he has a melee shield on. Could be wrong. I'm going to hit the other guy who seems like a... I'm curious, actually. He uses a Sith energy shield. Oh, the regular guy did too. Defense 24. Dang, this guy's got... That guy's got pretty good defense. That's a lot. Oh, natural 1. This could get out of hand. Especially now that they could kill me.
How'd you like that?
Should I pop a med kit to be safe? I should. It's that time again. Med pack spam. Just to be safe, alright?
Down you go!
Alright.
Time to rumble! Time to rumble!
Just die already!
Oh, goodness. He is kicking my ass. Okay. Where's my, usable... There we go. My usable med packs. Come on, Mission in Karth. Burn his shield down. Come on. There we go. That just shows you how useful those energy shields are. That dude took a pounding. Like, they all had the same defense. But, man, that energy shield just soaked up damage. Anyway, let's see what they've got. Good med pack, frag, blast, two big find, and another big find, motion detection goggles. That dude was loaded. I'm glad I killed them. More advanced med packs. More advanced med packs. Okay, these guys were loaded, in all honesty. Awareness 2, Demo 1, Security 1. Pretty good. I'll put this on Karth for now. Mission's still good on Demo. I'm wearing the crazy goggles just for the awareness and Demo bump. So, I look a little ridiculous now, but it is what it is. For the days of transmog, I see a Rakghoul head down there. And a quick save. And an accidental med pack. I hope it wasn't a big one. It was not. It was not. I don't think. Yeah, just a regular med pack. 8 points, it's fine. We'll find more. We'll find more. And I see Rakghouls all over the place. So I am naturally... Wow. How many are over here? Just one? There's just one. I'll tangle with one. Well, a couple. Weird. They look like Schmeagol. If Schmeagol had, like, they have six-pack abs. So, like, these things remind me of Smeagol if Smeagol was buff. So, these guys are ripped, but they only have three fingers. Kind of like Yoda.
How'd you like that?
Never get me.
Oh, I can't hit anything. Alright, team. Good work. Garth,
What?
you're a little worse for wear, buddy.
What?
Alright. Snag this corpse. A med pack. Karth will be using that shortly. That is an elevator to nowhere. We did claim that corpse, thought it would go away. Alright, we're gonna let Karth's poison run out before we tangle with another group of 17 Rakghouls. Come on, poison on Karth. Here we go.
Ready?
You are going to pop. This might not heal that much on Karth, I'm just curious. Eh, good enough.
What?
Good enough to tangle with these clowns.
Here.
Oh, we're only fighting them a couple at a time. Perfect. This works out for... Oh my. I got one shot. I'm curious as to what the feedback on that was. Critical hit, automatic hit. Wow, he rolled a 20. We got RNG'd. A 5% chance to get RNG'd there.
Ready?
So, our character and, this guy is mono... No, mission, no. Mission, no. No, mission, no. My character's back up, so I only missed out on one experience, giver.
Yes?
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Karth is a little worse for wear. I'm going to bump him with a med pack as well.
Yes?
Alright, let's tangle with the rest of these nerds. Alright, here we go. I almost, made a terrible mistake by going for that corpse first. And there's only one more guy left. I believe that the guy that hit me was, he was a special variety of Rakghoul. I think he was a Rakghoul fiend. So, higher chance of poison and just better overall. Anywho, 16 space bucks. Again, I'm trying to save some levels for later. An upgrade part for a blaster pistol. That's huge. We can put that on Karth's weapon. Heavy combat suit. That's going on mission right away. Rakghoul serum. That's a good, a big one. And 2 med packs. That's huge. What did that update with our journal? Rakghoul serum. A sample. This could be very valuable to the right people. Alright, well. Interesting. Okay. So we've got some things getting advanced here. Not necessarily wrapped up. Space bucks, parts. I think I already claimed this guy. I did. None of these guys dropped anything. Another sewer entrance. Okay, we don't want that quite yet. I want to explore that final section of this area. Specifically, the this little section, this northeasternly section. So let's go check it out. Mission. I should talk to Mission. Sure.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Is this really the time? I mean, why not? Let's learn about Mission.
Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
How did you and Zalbar hook up? When you put it that way, do you have family?
Big Z's my family, you know?
Fair.
My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Fair enough. I mean, first of all, who's gonna pick a fight with a Wookiee? And yeah, who would want to pick a fight with a Wookiee?
Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Lucky you didn't fry you with a blaster, smacking a kid. That'll teach you. Could your story be more boring? You're lucky you didn't fry you with a blaster.
Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
What did the other 2 do? Did Zalbar kill him? And can your story be more boring? Did Zalbar kill him?
Are you kidding? Big Z ain't like that. He's just a big old softy inside. Of course, the Volkers didn't know that. The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
Well, yeah, how did you survive before you met Zalbar?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself?
I didn't say that.
I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z is a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
Interesting. Well, how did Zalbar end up here?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
It's fair enough. We should get back to the task at hand.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
Very binary options here. I did not know you had a brother, Mission.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Well, we did learn something about Mission. How the two of them, Mission and Zalbar, came to be a team, as she puts it. And you
Hey,
could...
Karth.
Oh, boy.
You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
Not
To
good.
be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low.
Yeah.
The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Oh, dear God. Like, come on. You're both acting immature at this point. Like, in fairness, Mission is technically a kid, but Karth is not... He is stooping to her level. Please shut up, both of you.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Yes, let's, because having a conversation down here in the 7th ring, or 12th, 13th, 17th circle of hell is... Mission. No. Please. Please. I need to get back to the task at hand. We need to speak to her once we take care of business with Zalbar. Alright? We will speak to her later. Too much exposition. Too much. More action needed. We have places to explore. In fact, I'm so afraid of places that we're going to explore as I fill out the rest of my minimap that I popped a quick save. Because I am terrified of crashing at this point. So. And I do mean terrified. I'm going to keep my mouse cursor off to the side here. A mine! I know who can sweep that up for us.
What?
I know Mission Veo can do it. Cover this mine, Squire. There's a lot of mines. Oh, hello, Black Vulcar Scavenger. Let's not draw attention to ourselves and just snag the mines. Because if we're in combat, technically we do not roll... Oh, he detected us. If we're in combat, we do not roll that perfect 20 on the demolitions check. So, and that guy's an energy shield. So we've got, we're not... Oh, he's shooting at us. Okay, well... Let's loop around and take care of this guy as he continues to shoot at us. Alright. I'm about to beat your you-know-what off. And mission's down. That's frightening. This guy has a lot of health. Karth. Save me. Mission's back up?
What?
Oh, she's not.
Yes?
Yeah, yes, go beat Karth. That's a great idea.
How'd you like that?
Oh, he's going to do a power attack. He missed, though. Alright.
Wait, don't kill me. I surrender. I surrender.
Is that how this works? Is that how this works? Mission's back up. Is that how this works? You better answer questions.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
Why did you attack me?
I work for Brejik, head of the Black Vulcar gang. He told us to kill anyone who came snooping around.
Fair? Were there any survivors here?
There was one survivor, a female Republic officer. Bastilla or something like that. Brejik took her back to the Black Vulcar base as his prisoner.
How can I get inside?
You can't. Nobody can. They'll shoot you on sight. Even I couldn't get you in. They just shoot us both if we show up there together.
There's got to be some way in.
Well, you could talk to the Hidden Becks. They're our biggest rival. They might know some way to get in. Look, that's all I know, I swear. Please, just let me go, and I promise you'll never see me again.
I feel like this was cut content, but I don't know. Yeah, get out of
You
here.
don't have to tell me twice. I'm out of here.
I got light side points for letting him live. I guarantee you I would have not gotten that if I killed him. I guess it was worth the trade. I guess. Alright, mission. I know you took a blaster shot. What I can do, though, is I can go ahead and level you up and save myself the med kits. 5 skill points, so... 3 regular class skills, so demo, awareness, and security, and then I'm going to bump you computer use again, because, you, in all honesty, you're super useful at, like, everything right now. So, sneak attack. 2-weapon fighting would be good for her. In all honesty, I could develop Mission into a better alternative to Karth. Even though Karth right now, he's very good. He's kind of evened out here recently, but he was very good because he has this, I think he has improved 2-weapon fighting. But as good as Mission's dexterity can go, or as high as it can go, I don't see any reason to not, and she has dueling already. I don't see any reason to not snag 2-weapon fighting right now. I'm going to keep her as a one-handed person right now, but I don't see a reason to not turn her into just the fastest gun in the galaxy. So that is the plan moving forward with her. Wait, how many hit points? 35? Pretty good still. For a scoundrel, it's pretty good. Anyway, I could go on for days about how crazy the stats of a scoundrel are.
Over there. I heard something. I know I did. There it is again. It's those monsters. They're coming back. Run for your lives.
Or we could stay together as a team. Man down.
Please, help us. We're infected with the Rakghoul disease. At any moment we could... no! This cannot... no!
A Gamorrean! Our first Gamorrean. They will most certainly beat us into oblivion. This is going to sound crazy, but I think I'm going to pop some performance-enhancing drugs.
You asked for this!
Wow, he's going to beat my brains out. He's dead, though. Wow, he literally beat me to within an inch of my life.